Good morning, dear friends. Myself, Sunil Sonigra, from Government Polytechnic Rajkot, working as a lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department. And today we are going to discuss about a question paper solution of GTU from exam December 2010 in the subject of mechanical drafting. Before starting the solution of the question paper, let me remind some hints. First thing is that we should do proper planning of time. As we have available 180 minutes for 70 marks, so for 7 marks 18 minutes would be there with us. So within 18 minutes any 7 mark question should be finished, and 14 marks are there for first question. So first question should be at least completed within 36 minutes. So let me start the first problem solution. The first problem is question number 1A, which is asked for 8 marks. Data is given like this. Figure 1 shows pictorial view of an object. Draw its following views. Assume first angle projection method. Here first angle projection method is to be employed to draw various views of given drawing. First, front view looking in direction of arrow X, means if you look from here, which view would be visible. Second, that is top view. If you look from top side, what should be its appearance. Third is left hand side view, means if we stand over here in the direction of X, our left hand side would be here. So if you look from this direction, what should appear, that we have to draw. And fourth one, that is rear view. Rear view means opposite of front view. If you look from the back side of this object, what should appear, that we have to draw. So for here we have to draw these 4 views. 8 marks are there. It means that each view carries 2 marks. Now before starting the solution of this problem, let me decide the planning on page. 4 views are there. So first we should decide what would be width and height of each views. Suppose if you look from X direction, it will be front view. In front view, its width is 96 mm and height is 64 mm, as it is seen here. So first we draw a rectangle of this dimension in front view. Then in top view, what should be the height of this object in top view? Means if you look from top direction, its width would be 96 mm, which is similar to front view, and its height means this 64 mm would be the height of top view. Then left hand side view. Left hand side view should be drawn to the right side of front view in the first angle projection method. So here we will draw left hand side view to the right side of this object, and in left hand side view its parameters would be 64 mm would be width, and this 64 mm would be its height. And the fourth one, that is rear view. So parameters for rear view would be similar to the parameters for front view, that is 64 mm would be height and 96 mm would be width. So these are the 4 rectangles. Now how these rectangles should be drawn, let me do planning for that. It could be planned like this. First draw 4 views like this, 4 rectangles, because this is say front view would be here. Let me start from front view. Then to the left side of front view, here side view would be up here, that is left hand side view. To the right side, left hand side view to the right side of front view. Then top view would be below front view, so here top view would be there. And then top left hand side view, top view, and rear view to be drawn. So rear view is drawn to the right side of right hand side view. Here right hand side view would be there, and after that rear view would be there. But here right hand side view is not asked, so we will directly draw its rear view over here. So this is rear view. So these 3 views would be there. Its dimensions are known to us. For rear view, width is 96 mm, and for all these 3 views, height is 64 mm, and this width is also 96 mm, this height is 64, and so on. So first decide all these parameters, and according to these parameters this width also would be 64. According to these parameters, let me draw squares of this dimension like this. First, in front view, if you look from front view, you can imagine the object like this. This is an object which is given in the question paper. In this object, we can imaginarily color the faces. In examination, you are not allowed to use colors, but you can do imagination of various faces. You can see here, there is green colored portion. It appears as a front view. If you look from X direction, means front view, there is green colored surface would be towards us. Hence, those surfaces would be clearly visible. This surface would be visible as a two lines. This surface would be visible. This surface would be visible, an arc, and then this right angle triangle would appear, and this portion would be hidden. It will not appear. So we will represent this portion by dotted line. This red color portion will not appear in front view. They will inline with its front view. And if you look from left hand side view and top view, in top view this red colored portion would be visible. This surface, red colored surface, would be visible in top view. And in left hand side view and right hand side view, if you look from here, in right hand side view this portion would be visible, this blue colored portion would be visible, and this portion would be visible. And of course this portion would be behind this edge, so it will not be visible. So we have to represent that by dotted line. And here this surface is the combination of two views, red colored for top view, green colored for front view. So this much arc, this radial arc would be visible in both the views, in top view as well as in front view. Similarly, this edge, that also will be visible in top view as well as in side view. If you look from side, this surface would be visible in right hand side view, and in left hand side view this to be represented by dotted line. Now we start drawing its front view. If you look from this direction, let me start from this corner. So its width would be 96 and height would be 64. So first we have to draw a rectangle of given dimension 96 by 64. After drawing that rectangle, let me start from here. Here this line will be fully visible, of length 96 millimeter, and this height, that is 16 millimeter, would be visible, and this would be visible. So this rectangle would appear over here. This width is known to us, that is 16 millimeter. So this 16 millimeter is known to us. So this shape would appear as a L shape with 16 millimeter width, 16 millimeter height. Here height is 64 and height length is 96. So let me draw that view. That to be drawn like this. We start from here. Height is known to us, that is 64 millimeter. Width is known to us, that is 96 millimeter. And here this height is known to us, that is 16 millimeter. This width is known to us, that is 16 millimeter. So that L shape would appear like this in its front view. This is an L shape. I hope it's visible to you. Now, if you look from this direction, this particular arc would appear like this. So how to represent this arc in this front view? So for that, this height is given to us, that is 28 millimeter from this base. So height of this rectangular portion would be 28. Here radius is given, diameter 24, so radius would be 12. So 24 plus 8 plus 8 means 36. So total 8 plus 8 16 plus 24 40. So width would be 40, height would be 28. So represent that rectangle over here with height is equal to 28 and width is equal to 40. Should be drawn like this. And here an arc is cut with radius 12 millimeter or diameter is 24. So draw this arc with radius 12 millimeter. That would appear like this. So this would be the arc. You have to draw this arc with the help of compass always. Don't draw freehand sketches in MD subject like this. After drawing this arc, we have to represent its center point like this. Whenever you draw any arc or any circle, it's compulsory to draw its axis and center point like this. This would be its center point. It is represented like this. So till now we have drawn this green colored portion, this green colored portion. Now what's about this right angle triangle? So this triangle starts from this edge, you can see here, from here this edge, and it ends to this edge, means at a height of 16 millimeter on this side. So this point to this point would appear in this front view like this. So join these 2 points with a straight line as shown over here. So this is representation of this right angle triangle green colored portion. Now what's left? This portion is left, which is behind this, and it will not appear in front view, but this edge is there. So we have to represent this edge by dotted line, and it's an arc. So its axis over here, which is at a distance of 16 millimeter. Here this distance is given as 16 millimeter. So 8 millimeter would be its radius, and this distance is known to us. This is 20. From this edge to this center line, the distance is 20 millimeter. So from this edge at a distance of 20 millimeter, draw a center line like this. This center line represents this axis, and then after an arc is cut over here with diameter 16. So 8 millimeter would be this distance. So at a distance of 8 millimeter from here, draw dotted lines like this. This dotted line represents the cut portion, this cut portion which is not visible in a front view. So this is the front view of given object. Insert the dimensions which is given in the figure. After inserting these dimensions, let me think about its top view. In a top view, if you look from top direction, from here, if you look, this red colored portion would appear. So its width would be equal to width in the front view, and its height would be 64 millimeter. So let me draw that dimension. In top view we start from here. From here to here 16 millimeter would be there. So 2 vertical lines would be there in top view at a distance of 16 millimeter. So that we can represent like this. From here to here at a distance of 16 millimeter. Let me use some other colored pen to distinguish 2 views. This is its top view. This shape would be visible, and width of this rectangle is 16 millimeter. So this would appear like this. So this edge that we have represented over here. Now what's about this edge? This red colored portion and this red colored portion. These 2 strips would be visible in top view. So and width is 8 millimeter. Or we can directly project this from here. This point is known to us. So from that point, extend the lines, take projections, it would appear like this. And this height is known to us, this total width is known to us. That this is 22, total is 64. So 64 minus 22 would be this height. So that we have to draw over here like this. This is the width, and here this edge can be directly transferred to here. It would appear like this, this upper edge. Similarly this edge would be there. So transfer that with full line like this. So we have represented these 2 red colored rectangles in top view, and of course here end would be there, straight line would be there like this. So these 2 red colored rectangles have shown, and here center line is there. So that we have to represent like this. It's compulsory to show all center lines in the drawing. So this is the center line to be drawn over here. Now what's left in top view? If you look from the top direction, means from here, if you look from here, this strip would appear, and width of that strip is known to us, that is 12 millimeter. It is given in this figure. This is 12 millimeter. So at a distance of 12 millimeter from this edge, draw a line like this, and here complete this strip like this. So this is representing this edge, 12 millimeter width, and total width starts from here and ends to this edge. Now this portion remains with us to draw in top view, this red colored portion. This distance is given to us at 16 millimeter. From this edge to this edge, 16 millimeter distance is there. So from here at a distance of 16 millimeter on upper side, we can put point over here. From here 16 millimeter to upper side, somewhere here, and this edge would be fully visible in top view, so that we can represent by just a straight line like this. This is a straight line, and from here at a distance of 16 millimeter a point would be there somewhere here. After that, straight line is there up to distance 20 millimeter. This distance is given as 20 millimeter. So from here at a distance of 20 millimeter, draw an arc. From here also draw an arc, a straight line, and there we have to draw an arc having diameter 16 millimeter or radius 8 millimeter like this. This is an arc, and of course if arc is drawn, we have to draw center line here like this. This shows the center line of the arc. This is the top view of the object. We can write the name of views. This is top view, this is front view. Insert the dimensions necessary to redraw this object. Now think about its left hand side view, which is asked. If you look from the left side of this object, what would appear? If you look from the back side or this left side, it will appear in the square of 64 millimeter, and this arc would appear. An arc is known to us as 48 millimeter.